10 seconds until showtime.
Standing by.
Are you ready, Jake?
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We are live.
The Jake Show, starring Jake. Featuring your friend, Eddie the Elephant. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the star of our show, Jake. In today's show, we'll be learning about the alphabet. Do you know the alphabet? Let's say it together. On your mark, get set, go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
The first letter in the alphabet is the letter A. The letter A is a vowel. Do you know any words that begin with the letter A? Imagine this. Astronaut is a word that begins with the letter A. Astronauts work and live in outer space. Astronauts travel in outer space in the space shuttle, and they live in a space station. When astronauts leave the space station, they must wear a spacesuit. The first American astronaut to travel in outer space was Alan B. Shepard, Jr. Maybe someday you will become an astronaut and go into outer space too. Another word that begins with the letter A is asteroid. An asteroid is a giant rock that moves through space. There are thousands of asteroids in our solar system. Apple is another word that begins with the letter A. Apples grow on trees and come in many different colors. Some apples are yellow, while others are red or green. When the sun shines, apples become ripe, and then they are ready to eat. Apples are used to make apple juice, apple sauce, and apple pie. Apple pie is another word that begins with the letter A. Are you baking an apple pie in the kitchen with Eddie? Good job! The next letter in the alphabet is the letter B. The letter B is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter B? Let's look and see. Bananas are a fruit that grow on trees, and they come in bunches. Eddie is bringing 2 bunches. When bananas are yellow, they are ready to eat. At the checkout, a clerk will place your bananas in a bag. Box is another word that begins with the letter B. Is Eddie going to put the box in the bag? Good job, Eddie. Where is Eddie going? He is bringing balloons and birthday cake. You can buy balloons and birthday cake at the store. Balloons and birthday cake both start with the letter B. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter C. The letter C is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter C? Let's take a look. Classroom is a word that begins with the letter C. Crayons is another word that begins with the letter C. If you get your crayons and some paper, you can color too. Let's see what colors we have to color with today. We have
Blue,
Let's draw a blue circle.
blue circle,
We also have
yellow,
Let's draw a yellow triangle.
Yellow triangle.
That's wonderful. Why don't we try?
Green.
Can you draw a green square?
Green square.
I bet you can. Don't forget.
Orange.
Now let's draw an orange rectangle.
Orange rectangle.
Now let's try.
Purple.
Can you draw a purple star?
Purple star.
How about
Red.
let's draw a red diamond?
Red diamond.
It's very important to clean up and put your crayons away when you are finished.
Red. Purple. Orange. Green. Yellow. Blue.
Which color is your favorite? Are you ready to say the alphabet again? Let's go!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
The next letter in the alphabet is the letter D. The letter D is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter D? Let's take a look. Dolphins is a word that begins with the letter D. Dolphins are mammals that live in the ocean. Dolphins are very smart and friendly and are very good swimmers. Dolphins talk to each other by making clicking sounds or whistles. Can you click like a dolphin? I bet you can. Dogs is another word that begins with the letter D. Dogs are wonderful pets. Some dogs are big and loud, and some are small and quiet. Dogs like to run and play outside. One type of dog is called a Dalmatian. Do you know the names of any Dalmatians? The next letter in the alphabet is the letter E. The letter E is a vowel. Do you know any words that begin with the letter E? Let's take a look. Earth is a word that begins with the letter E. The planet Earth is one of the planets in our solar system. It is also the planet that we live on. The planet Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It moves around the Sun at 45,000 miles per hour. That's very fast. It takes the Earth 365 days to move around the Sun once. In other words, the Earth moves around the Sun once every year. Who is that standing on top of the Earth? I think that's you. Eggs is a word that begins with the letter E. Eggs come from hens that live on a farm. Some hens lay 280 eggs each year. Farmers have to wake up early to get the eggs. Children eat eggs because they are good for them. Do you like eggs for breakfast? The next letter in the alphabet is the letter F. The letter F is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter F? Just take a look. Each country has a flag. The word flag starts with the letter F. The American flag is red, white, and blue. The legend is that Betsy Ross made the first American flag. The American flag flies at the White House, where the president lives. The American flag stands for freedom. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter G. The letter G is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter G? Let's look and see. Look at all of those gumballs. Gumballs starts with the letter G. We often see gumball machines at the grocery store. Uh-oh, all of the gumballs are falling on the floor. Try to catch one. I think Eddie caught a blue one. What color did you get?
Green.
The word green also starts with the letter G. The word giraffe starts with the letter G. Giraffes are the tallest of all animals, and they sometimes grow to be more than 17 feet tall. Giraffes live in the Sahara Desert and eat leaves from very tall trees. Are you and Eddie feeding the giraffes? I think you are. Are you ready to say the alphabet again? Let's go!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
The next letter in the alphabet is the letter H. The letter H is a consonant. Many words begin with the letter H. Why don't we take a look? Hoops is a word that begins with the letter H. Hoops are fun to play with and jump through. Hop also begins with the letter H. That looks like fun. Do you like jumping through the hoops with Eddie? Another word that begins with the letter H is hot air balloon. Hot air balloons carry people and are very big. People ride in gondolas that are attached to the balloons. Today, people ride in hot air balloons for fun. Do you like riding in your hot air balloon? The next letter in the alphabet is the letter I. The letter I is a vowel. Do you know any words that begin with the letter I? Let's take a look. Jake. Ice cream is a word that begins with the letter I. You are selling ice cream in an ice cream truck. I think Eddie wants an ice cream cone. Will you give him one? Some people like chocolate, and some people like vanilla. Which flavor is your favorite? The next letter in the alphabet is the letter J. The letter J is a consonant. Many words begin with the letter J. Let's look and see. Jet airplane starts with the letter J. Have you ever seen the inside of a jet airplane? You are inside the jet airplane. Look at all of those seats. Jet airplanes fly very high and very fast. Where are you and Eddie flying to today?
Trick or treat!
Jack-o'-lantern is a word that begins with the letter J. Is that a ghost I see in front of the jack-o'-lantern? Or is that someone in a costume? Hey, I think that's you. Great costume.
Trick or treat!
Are you ready to say the alphabet again? Let's go!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
The next letter in the alphabet is the letter K. The letter K is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter K? Let's take a look. Kangaroo is a word that begins with the letter K. Kangaroos live in Australia and like to jump up and down. Are you and Eddie having fun jumping with the kangaroos? King is a word that begins with the letter K. Kings are the rulers of their kingdoms, and they are guarded by knights. Imagine what it would be like if you were king. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter L. The letter L is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter L? Let's look and see. Lion is a word that begins with the letter L. Lions are called the king of the jungle. Have you ever heard a lion roar? Can you roar like a lion? I bet you can. Another word that begins with the letter L is litterbug. A litterbug is a person who throws trash on the ground. It's not good to be a litterbug. It's very important to always throw trash in a trash can. Good job. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter M. The letter M is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter M? Let's see what's next. Jake. Money is a word that begins with the letter M. People save money in a piggy bank. Are you and Eddie putting your money into a piggy bank? Do you see President George Washington, the father of our country, on the front of the dollar bill? If you become president someday, maybe your face will be on the dollar bill. Moon is a word that begins with the letter M. The moon revolves around the Earth, and you can see the moon at night. The first astronaut to walk on the moon was Neil Armstrong. If you become an astronaut, maybe you can walk on the moon too. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter N. The letter N is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter N? Let's take a look. Neat is a word that begins with the letter N. Look at all of those toys. Neat people put their toys away when they are finished playing with them. Do you always put your toys away when you are finished playing with them? That's great. Another word that begins with the letter N is night. At night, you can see the moon and the stars in the sky. Whose face is on the moon? I think that's you. Ready, set, go!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
The next letter in the alphabet is the letter O. The letter O is a vowel. Do you know any words that begin with the letter O? Let's take a look. Oranges is a word that begins with the letter O. An orange is a fruit that grows on trees. When the sun shines, oranges become ripe, and then we pick them. We squeeze oranges and make orange juice. Do you like orange juice with breakfast? Ocean is another word that begins with the letter O. An ocean is a very big body of water. Are you on the beach fishing in the ocean? It looks like your friend caught a fish. Let's see what else you may find in an ocean. Look, there are 3 oysters. And there's an octopus. Oysters and octopus both start with the letter O. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter P. The letter P is a consonant. Many words begin with the letter P. Just take a look. Penguins is a word that begins with the letter P. Penguins are birds that live at the South Pole. Penguins eat fish And they do not fly, they swim. The largest penguin is called the king penguin, which can grow to be 3 feet tall. Is there a penguin in your boat? Not anymore. Popcorn is also a word that begins with the letter P. Are you making popcorn in the kitchen with Eddie? Don't get too close to the popcorn popper because it is very hot. And make sure the lid is on tight before you start. Otherwise, uh-oh, what a mess. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter Q. The letter Q is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter Q? Let's take a look. Quiet is a word that begins with the letter Q. Are you and Eddie in the library reading your books? Always remember to be quiet when you are in the library. Are you ready to say the alphabet again? Let's go!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
The next letter in the alphabet is the letter R. The letter R is a consonant. Many words begin with the letter R. Let's look and see. Rodeo is a word that begins with the letter R. At rodeos, cowboys and cowgirls ride wild bulls that live on a ranch. Be sure to hang on tight. It looks like a rough ride. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter S. The letter S is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter S? Let's take a look. Seals is a word that begins with the letter S. Seals are mammals that live in the ocean. Seals are very good swimmers and have fins for feet. Have you ever seen seals play with a beach ball? Are you playing with the seals? I think you are. The word seashore also starts with the letter S. Are you and Eddie gathering shells on the seashore? I think you are. The word shells also starts with the letter S. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter T. The letter T is a consonant. Many words begin with the letter T. Just take a look. Train is a word that begins with the letter T. People ride trains when they travel from place to place. The train is driven by an engineer. The train travels over tracks made out of steel. Sometimes trains travel through tunnels. Where are you and Eddie traveling to today? Are you ready to say the alphabet again? Let's go!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
The next letter in the alphabet is the letter U. The letter U is a vowel. Do you know any words that begin with the letter U? Watch this. Underwater is a word that begins with the letter U. Is that you swimming underwater with your friend Eddie? Many wonderful and exciting things happen underwater. There are many beautiful fish and plants to see. But be careful, don't ever go near the water without the permission of an adult. Umbrella is a word that begins with the letter U. People carry umbrellas when it is raining, so they don't get wet. If it is windy, be sure to hold on tight. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter V. The letter V is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter V? Let's look and see. Violin is a word that begins with the letter V. A violin is a musical instrument with strings. People play violins in an orchestra. Would you like to play the violin someday? Vowels is another word that begins with the letter V. 5 letters in the alphabet are vowels. Do you know them?
A, E, I, O, U.
You know your vowels. Good job. The next letter in the alphabet is the letter W. The letter W is a consonant. Many words begin with the letter W. Let's see what's next. Waterfall is a word that begins with the letter W. A waterfall is a river or a stream that falls over a tall cliff. The largest waterfall in North America is Niagara Falls. Is that you in the boat next to Niagara Falls? Have fun, but don't get too close. Watermelon is another word that begins with the letter W. Watermelons are very big and have a hard green skin called a rind. Do you and Eddie like to eat watermelon in the summertime? Are you ready to say the alphabet again? Let's go!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
The next letter in the alphabet is the letter X. The letter X is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter X? Let's take a look. Xylophone is a word that begins with the letter X. Xylophone is a musical instrument that is made with wooden bars and is struck with mallets. Is that you playing the xylophone? You sound great! The next letter in the alphabet is the letter Y. The letter Y is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter Y? Let's take a look. Yard is a word that begins with the letter Y. Are you in the yard waiting for Eddie? Eddie brought his yo-yo. Yo-yo is a word that begins with the letter Y. A yo-yo is a toy that has a string attached to it. You can tie the string around your finger and make the yo-yo go up and down. Have fun playing with your yo-yo. The last letter in the alphabet is the letter Z. The letter Z is a consonant. Do you know any words that begin with the letter Z? Let's look and see. Zebra is a word that begins with the letter Z. Zebras are mammals that live in Africa. Zebras look like small horses that have black and white stripes. We can see zebras at a zoo. The word zoo also starts with the letter Z. The show is over. We hope that you enjoyed your video, and we hope to see you again real soon. Goodbye.